Now that we've looked at short-run and long-run time horizons with aggregate supply and aggregate demand, let's talk about how we get from the short run to the long run. So let's look at an initial equilibrium here, where we've got a short-run aggregate supply curve, our long-run aggregate supply curve, where output equals potential output, and our aggregate demand curve. Now when we look at this model, what we'll see is wherever the aggregate demand curve crosses the short-run aggregate supply curve tells us how much output actually is at any point in time. In this example, we have output equal to Y0, where Y0 is greater than potential output. So we're producing more than we would like to be producing if we're using all of our resources efficiently at just the right level of capacity. In order to do that, if output is too high, we must be driving the unemployment rate below the natural rate of unemployment. So if actual output is greater than potential output, then we know that the unemployment rate is going to be less than the natural rate of unemployment. In other words, we're employing too many people, and we're overheating the economy. In this instance, anytime output is above potential output, there's going to be pressure on wages to rise because unemployment is too low, and prices to rise because we're overheating the economy. As soon as wages and prices rise, the short-run aggregate supply curve starts to shift. So if output is greater than potential output, there's pressure on wages to rise. As wages rise, the cost of production rises, and so our aggregate supply curve in the short run shifts up. So now we've left the short run because we don't have sticky wages and prices anymore. This is the transition to the long run. So as wages rise, the aggregate supply curve in the short run shifts up. At AS1, we still have output that's above potential output, so there's still pressure on wages to rise. So this curve continues to shift up until we get to actual output equal to potential output. So the transition between the short run and the long run equilibriums happens by changes in wages and prices. So in the short run, we might see a situation where output is above potential output. That can't last forever. As the labor market goes towards equilibrium, we'll see the shifting of the short run aggregate supply curve up, movement along the aggregate demand curve to a new long run a new long run equilibrium where output equals potential output. We could tell the same story in reverse if we had a short run aggregate supply curve back here where output is less than potential output. If output is less than potential output, wages are going to fall. And so we would shift down along the aggregate demand curve until output equals potential output.